You sit down to study, even after making the perfect schedule, but somehow the day still slips away. What if you could make progress every single day, even on your laziest days? In this video, I'll share 6 proven no-zero-day habits used by top students that quietly transform procrastination into unstoppable momentum. I discovered the no-zero-day method when I noticed something surprising. The students getting the best grades weren't always studying longer, they were just consistent. Even on bad days, they did something small. Research shows your brain builds habits through repetition, not motivation alone. The problem is, most students wait until they feel ready to start working. And that's exactly why they stay stuck. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build a routine that keeps you productive every single day, even when you feel tired, distracted, or unmotivated. Let's dive in. The first habit is the 2-minute start rule. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The hardest part of studying isn't the studying itself, it's starting. The 2-minute start rule means you only commit to studying for 2 minutes. That's it. No pressure, no giant promises. You simply open the book, write 1 sentence, or solve 1 problem. Tiny action creates movement. Research from behavioral psychology shows your brain resists large tasks because they feel threatening. But small tasks bypass that mental resistance. Your brain says, "Okay, I can handle 2 minutes." And once you begin, momentum naturally kicks in. Think of it like pushing a heavy car. The first push is hard. After that, it rolls easier. Here's how to apply it. First, pick the easiest possible version of studying. Second, set a timer for just 2 minutes. Third, stop worrying about results. Focus only on starting. And fourth, if you want to continue after 2 minutes, great. If not, that's still a win, because your day wasn't zero. For example, instead of saying, "I'll study chemistry for 3 hours," say, "I'll read 1 paragraph." That's how momentum quietly builds. But that's not all, because starting is only half the battle. Staying consistent is where the magic happens. The second habit is building a minimum daily target. Most people don't know this, but top students lower the bar on bad days instead of quitting completely. Your minimum daily target is the smallest action you promise yourself you'll complete, no matter what. Maybe it's reviewing flashcards for 5 minutes. Maybe it's solving 1 math problem. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Research from habit formation studies found that repeated small wins strengthen identity. Every time you complete your minimum target, your brain starts believing, "I'm someone who studies daily." That's powerful, because identity drives behavior more than motivation ever will. Here's how to use this. First, choose 1 tiny study task you can do even on terrible days. Second, make it ridiculously easy. Third, track your streak visually on paper or a calendar. And fourth, never miss twice in a row. 1 bad day is normal. 2 bad days become a pattern. Now, you might be thinking, won't tiny goals slow my progress? Actually, no. Tiny, consistent effort beats giant, inconsistent effort every single time. Thousands of successful students quietly use this exact principle. This brings me to the next secret, and honestly, this one changes how you use your energy completely. The third habit is studying with energy, not time. This next one is crucial because most students make the same mistake. They study based on the clock instead of their energy levels. Your brain isn't equally focused all day. Some hours are naturally sharper, others are mentally foggy. The no-zero-day routine works best when you match hard tasks with high-energy periods. Research on cognitive performance shows focus and memory peak during specific biological rhythms. That's why studying difficult subjects while exhausted feels impossible. Your brain literally processes information less efficiently. Here's how to apply this. First, identify your peak focus hours for 3 days. Second, schedule difficult subjects during that window. Third, use low-energy times for easy tasks, like reviewing notes or organizing assignments. And fourth, avoid multitasking, because it drains mental energy fast. For instance, instead of forcing yourself to study calculus at midnight, move it to your most alert hour and save simple revision for later. But wait, there's more to this, because even perfect timing won't help if your environment keeps distracting you. The fourth habit is creating friction against distractions. There's a scientific reason distractions feel impossible to resist, and it's fascinating. Every notification, app, and tab gives your brain a tiny dopamine hit. Over time, your brain starts craving quick stimulation instead of deep focus. That's why opening social media for 1 minute suddenly becomes 30. Research from attention studies found it can take over 20 minutes to fully regain focus after interruptions. That's massive. One distraction can destroy your momentum completely. So here's the solution. First, place your phone across the room. Second, use website blockers during study sessions. Third, keep only one tab open when working. And fourth, prepare your study desk before starting so you don't constantly get up. Instead of relying on willpower, make distractions harder to access. Think of it like putting junk food on the top shelf. You're designing your environment to help future you succeed. You've already watched this far, so let me share something even more powerful. The habit that prevents burnout entirely. The fifth habit is ending every day with a reset ritual. Now, here's where most students quietly fail. They carry yesterday's chaos into tomorrow. A reset ritual is a short routine you do every evening to prepare for the next day. It clears mental clutter and reduces decision fatigue. This could take just 10 minutes. Research on sleep and productivity shows unfinished tasks create mental tension called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain keeps thinking about incomplete work. That's why students often feel stressed before bed. A reset ritual closes those mental loops. Here's how to do it. First, clean your study space. Second, write tomorrow's top 3 priorities. Third, pack everything you'll need in advance. And fourth, stop studying at least 30 minutes before sleep to help your brain recover. For example, instead of waking up confused and rushed, you'll wake up already knowing exactly what to do first. That removes friction instantly. Now, let's talk about something even more powerful. The mindset shift that ties this entire routine together. The final habit is focusing on momentum, not perfection. Most students think success comes from perfect routines, perfect grades, and perfect discipline. But perfection creates pressure, and pressure creates procrastination. Momentum is different. Momentum only asks you to keep moving. Psychologists found that progress triggers dopamine release. Your brain feels rewarded when it notices forward movement. That's why checking off even tiny tasks feels satisfying. Progress builds motivation naturally. Here's how to apply this mindset. First, stop judging yourself for imperfect days. Second, celebrate small wins daily. Third, measure progress weekly instead of emotionally reacting every hour. And fourth, remember that one productive hour every day beats one exhausting 12-hour panic session before exams. Now, you might be thinking, what if I fall off track? That's normal. The goal isn't never failing. The goal is never staying down for long. A no-zero-day routine works because it always gives you a way back in. Imagine yourself 1 month from now. Less stress, less guilt, more confidence, more completed work. Not because you became superhuman, but because you stopped letting your days become zero. Let's quickly review what we covered today. Number 1, use the 2-minute start rule. Number 2, build a tiny minimum daily target. Number 3, study with energy, not time. Number 4, create friction against distractions. Number 5, end each day with a reset ritual. Number 6, focus on momentum over perfection. Remember, transformation doesn't happen because of one perfect day. It happens because of hundreds of tiny actions repeated consistently. You already have everything you need to become more focused, disciplined, and productive. The only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is daily action. Don't wait until exams destroy your sleep schedule or stress takes over your confidence. Start with just one small habit today. Maybe it's studying for 2 minutes. Maybe it's writing tomorrow's priorities tonight. I promise you, a few weeks from now, you'll be shocked at how much progress tiny, consistent effort creates. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more self-improvement videos designed to make student life easier. Drop a comment telling me which no-zero-day habit you're starting first. And if you want to learn how top students study faster without burnout, check out the next video on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.